my name is Claudia Carolina, and today we will be doing a vinyasa class together. Let's start in a comfortable seated position with our hands on our knees and our palms facing up. And I just want you to focus on your breathing without changing it at all. Inhaling through your nose, notice the cold air entering, and on your exhale, notice the warm air exiting through your nose. Moving along to a 3-part yogic breath, on your next inhale, expand through the belly, up into your chest and into your shoulders for a longer, deeper inhale. And on your exhale, release through your shoulders, then chest, and then belly. I like to use the analogy of a balloon. As you inhale, you expand that balloon, and as you exhale, you deflate your balloon. And once you have done this twice, bring your hands together at heart center and start to focus on creating an intention for your practice today. And when you're ready, we're going to find ourselves on our hands and our knees in tabletop position. This is a neutral tabletop position, and we are going to be flowing now with some cat and cows. On your inhale, drop your belly, gaze forward. And on your exhale, drop your head, curve your spine, sending your spine up to the sky. Do these a few times at your own pace with your own breath. Now on your next inhale, find yourself back in your neutral position, and we're going to spread our fingers wide, heels pressing down as we lift our tailbone high into the sky, engaging our quadriceps and internally rotating our legs into our downward dog position. This is our first downward dog of the day, so we are going to walk our dog a few times by pressing one heel down at a time and bending one leg at a time. Now coming back into your downward dog, you're going to inhale as you raise your right leg up to the sky, bending that knee and sending your right foot towards the left side of your mat, opening up your right side. On your next inhale, you can come back into that 3-legged dog and send your right leg back down. We're going to repeat this on the opposite side. As you inhale, raise your left leg up to the sky, bend your knee, and on your exhale, stack your hips right on top of each other, sending your left leg towards the right side of the mat, and then back down. Back in your downward dog position, we are going to inhale as you gaze forward, bend your knees, hop and step forward into a forward fold. Here we're going to just hang like a rag doll. So really allow your head to relax, your arms to relax. I like to hold each of my elbows with opposite hands. You can also have your knees bent here a little bit. Mine are completely straight, but you can have them bent. Now if your hands are holding onto your elbows, let them go, and we are going to now come all the way up to standing. So one vertebra at a time, we are rolling our body up, allowing our neck to be the last thing to come in alignment into a standing pose. This is mountain pose with our palms facing forward, shoulders are rolled back. Inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale as you swan dive into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands down, walk or step yourself back, coming into your chaturanga. Here I drop my knees, chest and chin. I'm in an inchworm as I inhale myself forward, allowing my entire body to come down into a baby cobra. Exhale as you send yourself back into a downward dog. On your next inhale, gaze forward, hop or step yourself to the front of your mat again into your forward fold, Uttanasana. And inhale all the way up, reverse swan dive. You can do a slight bend here and then exhale your hands through heart center back into standing mountain pose. We're going to repeat that again as we inhale our arms up, exhale swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, plant the hands. Send your feet back into your chaturanga. Here again, I drop my knees, chest, and chin as I inhale, coming up into a cobra, and exhale as I get back into my downward dog position. Inhale, gaze forward, hop or step to the front of the mat into forward fold, and inhale all the way up. Allowing your hands to come through heart center as you exhale into mountain pose. We're going to repeat this one more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, gaze forward. Plant your hands as you exhale into your chaturanga. Here, this time, I go straight into an upward dog and exhale into my downward dog. Do whatever variation works for you. And inhale, hop or step yourself forward into your forward fold. Exhale and inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center into Tadasana, mountain pose. With your feet together and your toes spread apart, inhale your arms up. Exhale as you bend your knees, lowering your pelvis as if sitting in a chair. Bringing your hands together in prayer position. Exhale as you twist to the right side, bringing your left elbow to your right outer thigh. Inhale to untwist. Exhale, straighten the legs and bend at the hips into a forward fold. And do an optional vinyasa here or go straight into your downward dog. We're going to repeat this on the other side as we inhale, bend our knees, hop or step forward into forward fold. Exhale and inhale to come all the way up to standing. Exhale to go straight into our chair, bending at the knees, dropping the pelvis down as if we were sitting in a chair. Bringing the hands to heart center and twisting now to the left side, allowing our right elbow to come on the outer side of the left knee. Exhale to forward fold, coming into plank or chaturanga as we inhale to upward dog and exhale to downward dog. Inhale your right leg up to the sky. Exhale as you bring it through in between your hands with your left foot pivoting 90 degrees. Inhale, arms up to shoulder height, turning your body towards the left, bending your front knee, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, reach forward as far as you can, sending your right hand to your shin or to the ground, raising your left hand up to the sky, stacking your shoulders. Inhale, lift upper body. Exhale, bend the right knee, placing right elbow on it with your left hand reaching up and over. Keeping your legs where they are. Inhale, floating your right arm up and your left arm down the lower left leg, coming into reverse warrior 2. And then windmill and cartwheel your hands to the front and going into your optional vinyasa here or straight into a downward dog. Repeating the same thing on the opposite side, we'll inhale our left leg up to the sky, exhale, bring it through in between your hands as your right foot pivots 90 degrees. Inhale your arms up to shoulder height, turning your body towards the right side, bending the front knee, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, reach forward as far as you can, sending your left hand to shin or to the ground, raising your right hand up, stacking your shoulders. Triangle. If raising your arm is too much, a modification of placing your right hand on your sacrum is also an option. Inhale, lift upper body. Exhale, bend your knee, allowing your left elbow to come to knee. Right hand reaches up and over. Inhale, floating your left arm up, right arm down to the right leg, coming into reverse warrior 2. Now you'll cartwheel your hands to the front to frame your left foot, and this is where you can do your optional vinyasa and finding yourself back in your downward dog. 2 breaths. Here's a great place too. If you need a break at any point in time, you can always find yourself in this pose, which is child's pose, allowing your head to rest on the mat. I like to massage my forehead and third eye by rolling my head from side to side. In child's pose, you can also have your knees together or wide apart for modification. From child's pose, come up into your tabletop position and inhale as you straighten your legs, sending your hips to the sky for a downward dog. Inhale your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend the right knee, sending it towards the left elbow. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, bend it towards the elbow. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, send it all the way this time between your hands, planting it down and rising up on the inhale into warrior 1, bending the right knee. Adjusting your hips so that they are both facing forward. Shoulders are down. Inhale, straighten the right leg, bringing your left leg about a foot or 2 closer. Feet are still parallel, both legs are straight. As you start to hinge at the hips, reaching forward, dropping your left arm towards the outer right foot. Your hand could be on a block, the shin, or the floor, and your right arm rests on your sacrum. For a challenge, you can lift your right arm up to the sky. Revolved triangle. To come out of this position, untwist your body and inhale, come up to standing. Start to bring all your weight onto your right foot as you start to lift your leg up to the sky with your hands at your heart center. You can also have your hands extended forward. You can see I lost my balance there. Or you can have your hands back like a helicopter. The point of this is to get your leg as parallel to the floor as possible, but with your feet slightly off the ground is fine too. We're going to try that on the opposite side now, sending your right leg back, left leg is forward and bent, warrior 1. Left foot is at a 45-degree angle. Inhale to straighten your front leg. Bring your right leg a little bit closer as you start to hinge forward, dropping your right arm this time on the outer left foot, and your left arm is on the sacrum, or you can have it up into the sky for a twisted triangle. Now untwist yourself, bring your hands to heart center, bring all your weight onto your left side and start to lift your right leg as high as you possibly can. If you're just slightly off the mat, that is fine too. Listen to your body. And when you're ready, come back to standing. We're going to do a little bit more balancing of the legs, so I'm going to just switch positions here, rotate my shoulders back, and I'm going to be putting all my weight onto my right side as I lift my left leg, bringing my knee to my chest. I like to rotate my feet here, bringing my hand to my hip for support, or with your hand out, start to rotate your left leg externally outwards. And then we're going to find ourselves in our tree pose position. There are 3 placements that you can put your foot at: near the ankle, on the lower leg, or up into the thigh, groin areas you see me doing right now. Wherever you have stability. Bringing your hands to heart center and raising your arms up once you have balance. Focus on something that isn't moving out in front of you. Tree pose. When you're ready, bring your hands back down to heart center and lower your leg down to the ground. We're going to shift now to the opposite side. We're going to start to root onto our left, putting more of our weight onto our left as we inhale and bend the right knee into the chest. Rotating the ankles, exhaling and opening the right leg over to the side. For balance, I put my left arm out. And then finding your tree pose position, whichever of the 3 works for you. Just do not place your foot on your knee. Inhaling your hands to prayer position at heart center. And when you have the balance, reach your arms up and out like a tree. When you're ready, bring your hands back to heart center and lower your foot down to the ground. Finding yourself standing, we're going to start to just rotate and shift our weight from our toes to our heels a few times. And when you're ready, stay on the balls of your toes, lift your arms up and out in front of you, and start to slowly lower as you're on the balls of your toes until you reach the floor with your mat. You find here you're in squat position with your hands, your elbows pushing into your knees and your knees pushing into your elbows. And bring your hands down to the floor nice and wide as I show you. I lift and straighten my legs, sending my feet right behind my hands, bending my knees. As I start to slowly bring my knees into my armpits, allowing all my weight to shift onto my arms, into Kakasana, crow pose. Using a bolster in front of you is helpful, or putting your hands on some blocks helps for beginners as well. When you're ready, sit down on your sit bones, knees bent. We're going to balance on our sacrum now as we start to slowly lift our feet off the ground. Our hands are holding our shins, our knees, or even underneath the knees. You can keep your hands out alongside if you can, and start to bring your feet straight. For modification, keep your knees bent and just focus on balancing in this position. Boat pose. When you're ready, place your feet back down onto the ground. Bring the soles of your feet together, bringing your elbows into your knees as you push down, and with kind of like butterfly wings, flap your legs. Focus on the stretch here. Inhale to straighten your legs in front of you, lifting your arms up and hinging forward, bringing your nose as close to your knees as possible. You can hold on to your feet, your ankles, your shins, wherever you can reach. Just listen to your body in this position. Inhale, reach your hands forward and up as you come to sitting. Continue circling the arms behind the body, placing the hands on the floor about a foot behind the hips. Fingers facing your body. Inhale, lift your hips off the ground, keeping your neck and spine straight, sending your toes towards the mat, supine plank. Exhale to come out of the pose, back into sitting. Inhale, bend the right knee to the chest, left leg stays straight. Bringing your right arm up and back, acting as a second spine. As you exhale, place your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Inhale as you lengthen the spine. Exhale as you rotate the spine to the right. Seated twist. Inhale to come out of the pose, bringing both your arms over to the left side of the body this time for a counter twist. Gaze is behind you. Now we're going to repeat that on the opposite side. So you can now straighten your right leg and bring your right knee to your chest as you bring your right elbow on the outer side of your left leg, and your left arm is working as a second spine behind you. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist a little further. And when you're ready, untwist yourself, bringing both your hands to the right side of the body for a counter twist. Gaze is behind you. Inhale to untwist yourself. And we are now going to come to a laying position. Slowly roll your body down. Find yourself in a comfortable position as we are going to now start our Shavasana, where we focus on our breathing, close our eyes, allow any thoughts to just pass through your mind as you focus on inhaling and exhaling. Peace. It does not mean to be in a place where there is no noise, trouble, or hard work. It means to be in the midst of those things and still be calm in your heart. With your eyes still closed, start to slowly wiggle your toes and fingertips, awakening the body. Coming onto one side, rolling your body over to your right into a fetal position. Give yourself a moment here of stillness. And when you're ready, bring yourself up into a seated position with your hands in prayer position at heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.